Recorded live in front of a studio audience and coming to you from the Full Sail University campus in sunny Winter Park, Florida. It's the Media Communications BS Hour. And the BS stands for Bachelor of Science, but at the end of this hour, you might think of some other more appropriate meetings. And with that familiar sign on, we have joining us in the booth on this thrilling journey into the heart of the media communications industry, a host of wonderful students and faculty. And we are just excited to be here today. So we're just going to get things rolling right off the bat. You know, we've got some special things going on today. We've got a couple of new segments, and there's going to be some voices that you're going to hear today of our students that are coming to you live for the first time on the MCBS Hour. So we're excited. We have a great lineup today, and so let's just jump right into it. I'm Pete Episcopo, by the way. If that's a little bit of a different voice, we've been switching around here on the golden MCBS microphone. So we're just going to start moving things ahead, and as we usually do, this time with a little bit of a different logo. This is kind of cool. We've got some different graphics today coming from our graphic design students and students elsewhere in the MCBS program. So we're going to kick it off with media in the news and Ivan. So Ivan, we're
Hello,
rolling.
everyone. Hi, Pete. All right, so we're gonna talk about how students try to skip finals with thousands of retweets. A student in Texas made a deal with his art teacher that if he received 15,000 retweets from the picture of them shaking hands, the group wouldn't have to take the final. It looked like a joke for the teacher until the student actually got over 15,000 retweets. So, of course, he won the deal. Now, the teacher stepped back from it, saying that they will take the final exam no matter what. It has become viral. Even ABC News was covering this. So, it's pretty funny, also. Now, in my opinion, I think that a deal is a deal, and teachers should know that with social media, anything is possible. But the funny thing is that he isn't the only one doing this kind of negotiations. Another student that had made a deal with her teacher of no finals if she reached 250,000 retweets. Pete, can you pass the slide?
Sure.
Now this teacher was a little more aware and asked for a larger amount of retweets, but still, I would recommend the teachers not to do it if they say if they are not going to stick with the deal because, as I said, anything is possible with social media. All right, now we're going to talk about how Snapchat is in trouble. Snapchat, the messaging app that is loved and hated by many, is in trouble, as I said. The company settled with the Federal Trade Commission over allegations that it violated its own privacy policy. The main problem was that users could take screenshots of photos and download third party apps that saved all the content that was supposed to disappear. Yeah, of course. It was also found that Snapchat collected email contacts from iOS users without their notice. So the company agreed to revise its privacy policy and will be monitored by a privacy professional for the next 20 years. So they're being monitored now. What do you guys think? Any comments about it?
What about from the, I mean, I'll throw this out to you guys. What about from the standpoint of you're sort of buying into an app? You're trusting that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. What does this kind of say to you in terms of how you're going to tread with apps that kind of store your content and
Yeah.
maybe say they don't? What do you know? It's would that obviously affect what you're going to be Snapchatting about
Yeah, and
in the
it
future?
also even made me um take a second guess if I really want to keep on using Snapchat, because if they had this trouble now, they can keep on having this trouble many more times, and many people use Snapchat for personal use, like goofy pictures and everything. So I don't think that's a good idea that they will start saving all this. random pictures that people send.
Was there any kind of fine or any, was it just like a slap on the wrist, Ivan, or what was
um,
the?
in the research, I found that they are just gonna be monitored for the next 20 years. So
Okay, like 20 or
yeah.
yeah, we've got our eye on you.
Now, Ivan, I'm a little confused. How is Snapchat in trouble? Were they the ones developing the apps to screenshot its own application, or what?
No, is that in the privacy policy they said that this was safe, and that they didn't talk about third party apps and anything. And then what they found was that they weren't following the the privacy that they were the privacy laws that they were having.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
We have a news segment, and thank you, Ivan. That was
Okay.
awesome information, man. Thank you so much. A new segment, though, that we're really excited about today, and Yubby and Bridget has, by the way, a very cool branding logo, if I say so myself, in the CDC class. You guys are going to share with us what's going on in the Full Sail Orlando area. What's popping? So go ahead, tell us.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
I'm Yevie.
And I'm Bridget.
Hey everyone, welcome to our debut of What's Poppin'. Here we'll cover what's going on campus and in Orlando. Hey Bridget, want to take it away?
Of course. I'm going to start by talking about a classic romantic thriller that came out in the 90s, featuring Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, Whoopi Goldberg. I don't know if any of you have heard of it, but it is called Ghost. You can switch the slide, Pete.
Okay. I'm
Thanks.
monitoring the chat too, so
But
go ahead.
I hope all of you have seen Ghost because it is a classic. It is about a man who is murdered in a burglary, and he remains on Earth as a ghost because his partner is still alive and he's so in love. It's pretty dramatic. However, this has made it to Broadway, and I actually saw it last night in Orlando. It was wonderful. I laughed. I cried. It was great. And this show will be at the Bob Carr Performing Arts Center if anyone in the area wants to attend. It will be showing until Sunday. And also, this show is traveling all over the country, so check out Ticketmaster if you're interested in seeing a show near you, and tickets are starting at $45. Great, great. Oh, it was so good.
Oh, so good.
It was awesome. So, yes, let's move on. Debbie, you want to tell us a little bit about... Here, come over here so we can hear you. You want to tell us a little bit about Epcot and their garden festival going on right now?
Of course, we have the Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot in Disney World. This annual festival of all things green and grown invites guests to see millions of blooming flowers and a collection of specially themed topiaries. Top horticultures offer helpful gardening tips and demonstrations of techniques. The festival is highlighted by the Flower Power concerts featuring unforgettable live music from the 1960s and 1970s every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5:30, 6:45, and 8 p.m. Event is included with theme park admission, although park hours do vary. Tickets start at $94.
Ooh, I love flowers. Do you like flowers?
I
don't
kind of
know.
like dandelions.
Flowers.
They're really,
Yes.
really pretty.
Look at that picture, though. They have all of these characters all over Epcot, and they're just covered in beautiful flowers. Can't get better than that.
Hey, do you know about GPS points?
Of course I know about GPS points.
I thought they were talking about GPA at first.
Nope. We're talking about GPS, and hopefully everyone that's listening knows what GPS points are. But if you don't, you need to learn what they are because they're extremely beneficial to all Full Sail students. And there is an event coming up this Saturday being put on by the service group on campus called Pure Motivation. Every month they do service events around Orlando area, trying to help out the community in any way that we can. It's always a great time, and you get to meet so many new people, network. But this Saturday, we are going to be helping out with the Conductive Education Center of Orlando, which is a school that assists. Which is a school. Sorry, everyone that's listening. It is a school that assists.
It's a school.
Help me out, Yubby. Help me out because this is not working out for me.
An assistant school.
It is a school that assists disabled children. And what we're going to do this weekend is help them move to a different location. They're moving their facilities to a different location. And we will be meeting on campus at 7:30 a.m. in the Full Sail lobby, and we will be on site until 12 p.m. So if anyone is interested in coming, we will be helping out with that, and it's going to be awesome.
Last but not least, it's time to cover events on campus. Today we had the CSNG elections hosted by the Creative Student Networking Group all day. Then at 9 a.m., we have a seminar, Balancing Logic and Emotions, and that runs until 12 p.m. At 10 a.m., we have the Grub and Gear at the Hangar, and that goes all the way up to 2 p.m., and that's hosted by the news. Then we have the career development open door, 11 a.m. all the way to 1:45 p.m. I hope you guys use that wisely.
Yes, check them out for sure. They're always very helpful.
And that is what's poppin'.
That is what's poppin'.
And that is, hey, you know what? We're getting some great, encouraging remarks here about the new segment, by the way. Right out of the gate, you guys, this is awesome to be able to hear what is going on around the campus and the town. I have to say, before I lived in the Central Florida area, I used to fly down to Florida and to the Disney area and then go see the Flower and Garden Festival pretty much every year. And it is just beautiful. So you guys did a great job of describing all that stuff, and there's plenty to do, and so much more even beyond. But thank you guys for totally getting us in the know on some of the cool things that are going on around Full Sail.
Yeah.
And welcome to the MCBS Hour with your new segment. Way to go. Good job.
Until next time, everyone.
Yeah.
Sophie and Bridget.
Well done. Look at that. Great segment, ladies. Woohoo. We're getting it. Yeah. Excellent. Well, we're going to keep rolling along here. And of course, here's an old familiar favorite with a new segment host on this one. We've got Martin coming in with I Can't Believe This Is Someone's Job. So, Martin, take it away, my friend.
Hey, Pete.
There you
hey,
go.
Everyone who's listening. Hope you guys are doing good. So for this segment, I picked a job which would surprise everyone because it's called a fake review writer. Yes, that's the position of the job. It's definitely unethical, but unfortunately, some people make money by writing fake reviews for companies that post on consumer-driven sites like Yelp, City Search, and Urban Spoon. Their false enthusiasm for hotels, restaurants, and products is meant to artificially boost ratings and slam the competition. Um, there was a certain individual called Todd Rutherford, and this happened a while ago. He was a person who used to write press release for authors hoping to get professional reviewers to read their books. Now, most of them make money off their reviews because the better the reviews, the better they sell their product. Eventually, Rutherford realized that he could cut out the middleman, so he started charging money to write reviews. He would charge $99 for one review, $499 for 20 reviews, and $999 for 50 reviews. He eventually published 4,531 reviews at one point and pulled in about $28,000 per month. So this business worked because authors who get a bunch of reviews tend to sell more books, just like I said. And they even have a fake review package, which is approximately about $49. And the criteria is 50 reviews a month, native English speaking writers from unique IP addresses, improved search engine rankings, 90-day replacement guarantee, Google reviews supported, and Yelp reviews supported. So, yeah, that's the job.
Wow. And I'm going to, yeah, I wanted to make sure I got your slide here, but, I'm almost, almost stunned at the fact that 4,000 of these reviews at 28,000 28,000 a
Oh, yeah.
month.
Oh, yeah. He
Oh my
made that
goodness.
much money out of that.
I mean, those numbers are staggering. That's just So pretty much, this is becoming a line of work for some people.
Oh yeah, there's people hiring them for those positions, just specifically looking out for people.
Phyllis just checked in and said, "Kathy, I found a new job." Like, oh my goodness, this is like, yeah, this is kind of one of those best kept secrets, isn't it,
Right,
Martin? Yeah,
right. And they keep
yeah.
enhancing it more and more. Like the people who own the companies just tell their employees that just think of yourself as the consumer and write the reviews.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Oh my goodness. So this is like one of those cases where a technology comes out,
Oh
and
yeah.
everyone thinks this is cool. Look, Yelp. I'm going to go sign up for Yelp, and this is just going to be great. And then somebody turns it into a career.
Right. Exactly.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yep.
So necessity, the mother of invention. There you go.
Oh yeah, and it's really hard to spot those reviews too because they're so perfect these days.
Yeah. So which says to me now when I'm on Amazon
Yep.
and I'm trying to find out if this thing is really good,
hmm
I don't know if it's just a bunch of paid people.
Exactly. It threw me. It
I
threw
know.
a curveball at me. I was like,
What are we gonna? We got to figure out another way then, because this is just like totally messing with my trust in reviews.
It's true. I actually
Yeah.
look for those
Well,
reviews when I
That
purchase.
is an awesome.
Can you not hear me?
Topic, Martin? That is just
Thank
great
you.
stuff. Great information,
Thank
and
He can.
I got to say, you have now messed with my ability to feel
I
trustworthy on these. But
I also have a little bit to add on.
oh, go ahead. Yeah,
this
go for it.
is this is a little add on to go with the topic. It's how to spot the reviews, like just common stuff which you can spot out in the reviews.
Uh-huh.
They use an abundance of personal pronouns. So
Mhm.
psychologists have done this research and they they just go plain over the top and they over describe and emotionally just make it prominent all their reviews. And they overuse certain keywords and they avoid the other ones. They use figurative language in the wrong places. So certain things like that.
Yep.
Yep. You can spot.
Janelle, Janelle was trying to chime in there, and I don't want to miss the comment she had. Janelle, are you on? Are you?
I am, but it's not that important, I promise.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, it's
You're
irrelevant. I
really
was just
good, and I'm very interested in what you
I
have.
was just gonna say that I actually do depend on reviews when I purchase things or when I go to new restaurants or anything like that. So I was just gonna say that this is disappointing. That's all.
Right.
See, not that important.
I am right. No, that is very important. I'm right there with you. This is like shaking my whole like online purchasing right now. So,
I'm
but
gonna pretend it's not true.
What's that?
I'm gonna pretend it's not true.
Yeah, just like cover your eyes and your ears. Martin, though, that is awesome. That's a great topic.
Thank you,
So,
Pete.
yeah, very cool. All right, well, we're gonna keep moving right along here, man. It's a good day today. Oh, another new segment. I mean, does it get any better? This is I'm really eager to hear this one too as well. This is called Good Media, and this is a new segment that actually Juliana's gonna take away. So go for it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Good Media, where we like to talk about how media is being used to spread good messages and serve good causes. So, some of you may have heard about the Bad Kid, which was made possible by the Make a Wish Foundation. So, as you guys can see here, this is Miles. He's a 5-year-old leukemia survivor, and he was diagnosed at 18 months, and he had a wish to be a bad kid. So, Make a Wish Foundation made this possible. And if you don't know a little bit about the organization, they are actually the world's largest non for profit wish granting organization. They focus on children between the ages of 2 and 18 that have life threatening diseases. So, the San Francisco Bay Area chapter, which is the one responsible for Miles's wish, they did this great movement that took about 3 months of planning and pre production work. And long story short, Batman knocks on Miles' hotel room and hands him an extra small size Batman suit and says, "Put this on, we gotta go to work." So they both go crime fighting in the city and spend the whole day together. Literally, if you have not seen this, and I won't go into the details of the video itself, but this is genius. Just head over to YouTube and search for official Bad Kid video. So, like I said, this caused an awesome movement amongst the bloggers and social media.
and it was literally spread all over the news. I believe it reached something like 117 countries. And just a few numbers about, if you can go on the next slide,
Yep,
please.
will do.
Thank you. So this was an amazing cause. Make-A-Wish Foundation, like I said, they do about 300 wishes a year, but none have been like this one because the whole city of San Francisco was touched by Miles, and they caused a huge uproar on social media, and bloggers got involved, and it was an amazing outcome.
Wow.
So the result of this, in a social media and digital perspective, was that there were 406,000 tweets going on the day of the event using the hashtag BadKid or SFBadKid. More than 21,000 Instagram and Twitter photos were posted by that Friday afternoon. And the public interest brought so much traffic to the Make-A-Wish Foundation website that it crashed.
Wow.
And not only did the San Francisco city come together to make this day even more special for Miles, but the whole digital ecosystem was moved by this. This was a great example of how we can use our creativity and our media resources to make a positive and powerful impact in people's lives.
Yeah, I mean, just listening to this story, Juliana, I mean, this is exactly what we're always saying, right? And throughout the program here is the opportunities to take something like this particular story, and then the impact that's just kind of waiting out there, how people respond to these types of stories is just amazing. And so when you see the amounts of tweets and posts and all the things that go on, and then to have the story just, surrounding this whole Make-A-Wish situation is just, it's so encouraging, I think, for those of you guys that are moving ahead in some sort of media strategy, to see that it's not just a job. There is so much socially that can be done that is so impactful. It's just amazing. This is an incredible story.
Yeah, and it goes to show that we're together in this, and if we believe in something, that we have a cause that we like to fight for, there's definitely a lot more people out there that are backing us up and that are fighting the same fight. Yeah. So this was a great example of how we could use media for the best of the world. And stay good, because the world could use a little more of your goodness. Thank you for listening.
Juliana, that is, I'm just like loving that. These new segments are knocking my socks off right now. They really are. I have no socks on. They are completely knocked off, but I'm keeping my shoes on. So great job. That is tremendous work that you guys are putting together there. Great job. Clayson, are you happy?
Oh, I like it.
Are you totally thrilled? I am.
Thrilled.
And Shannon Gillette just, Clayson with an exclamation point. Phyllis,
that's awesome.
Graphic. We all do. We love you.
It looks good.
Go ahead. Go get him, Clayson.
This is Tool Time with Clayson. Now, the first I have for you guys today is it's a timeline based to do list, and it is called Finish. Now, what it does is it sorts all of your activities by short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. And as those dates pass, what happens is they slide up the list saying this isn't important anymore, this is still very important. And of course, you can do things, such as complete it, or you can, favorite it or share it or blah, blah, blah. What was that?
Just keep going. There's gremlins in the system.
And so I think it's a very productive app for those who have procrastination issues. And why am I hearing that?
When you're serious about
I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, go ahead, Clayson. We're
and
good
so now. And so the short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals are, of course, adjustable. From 0 to 5 days, or whatever. And what you can do is well, in the paid version, you can even sort it by the time that it's due. And you can add notes, such as, it's in this room, or, I have to do this, that, or everything else. And I just think it's a very cool app. Now, what I do to get around the paid issue, because, I'm kind of cheap, is I just add, the time into notes, and it has a quick add feature. You just hold the plus button, and it automatically creates a date or a to do list, I guess, an event for today, and yeah, it's a cool app, and you can have it repeat daily, weekly, monthly. You can delete it, of course. And so once you've actually completed it, oh, well, actually, I'm going to show you sharing. You can, of course, share it to, messages, email, Facebook, Twitter. You can copy it, blah, blah, blah. And so if you touch the finish icon, it'll show you everything that you've done. And if you accidentally finished something or completed something, you can say, I want to do this again. And this is what it looks like when you actually create an event. And so you select the date that you want. Say it's due on Sunday, so it automatically says it's a midterm goal. It's not very important right now. And that is finish. Let's see what's next, Pete. Unless you want to talk.
No. Go ahead.
No? Okay.
I'm minding your chat window, your fan base.
Oh, my fan base?
Absolutely.
I already have a fan base? Wow.
No, this is awesome. And I have a question when you're done, but keep going.
Okay.
This is awesome stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
This next app is called Lightly. And I like to think of it as a cross between Instagram filters and the... Oh, that's just on mine.
Okay.
Oh. I think of it as a cross between like Instagram filters and like the built-in iPhoto photo editing app. And so what you can do is they have a preset list of filters available, and you can slide how intense you want that filter to be. You can set the exposure, the sharpness, the contrast, stuff like that. And they give you a preset list for the free version, but you of course have to pay for other lists such as Origins, Venice, Cider, stuff like that. You can crop it black and white. You can share it, messages, Twitter, Facebook, email, set as a contact list, all that good stuff. And it is free. Both of them are free today. And that is Lightly.
Yeah, free is me.
Free is you. Free is you.
If it's free, it's me. Yeah.
So what did you want to add, Pete?
Oh, I just I'm like checking this out, and the one that was the previous one for your schedule and stuff like that.
That's Finish.
Yeah, Finish. Have you messed with that for a while now, or is it just kind of you're fiddling with it? And
I've messed with it for a couple days. Yeah.
Are you finding it's like a lot of work to do all that stuff, or are you finding it's pretty intuitive?
No, it's actually very easy. Like I actually added like an event for my DAA project due on Sunday, and I had it remind me hey, this is due, you kind of need to work on it, but don't tell Robert that.
But Shannon's actually asking, is that the one Donovan likes?
I'm not sure. If Donovan were here, I would ask him. I don't know.
So Shannon, you'll have to ask Donovan, by the way, but go ahead. Yeah.
I haven't actually heard him talking about any to-do list app, but I will ask him.
It looks, see, and I asked you that because, in the past, I've gotten these apps that are supposed to organize my life.
And it just makes them more hectic, right?
Yeah, right. It's like it's another thing to do wrestle with this technology
you have to
that keeps me organized.
Yeah, you have to maintain the app and all this stuff.
Yeah. So I just kind of find like, unless it pretty much just works when I speak.
Right. Unless I can talk to it, I don't like it.
Yeah. Like it's got to act like a human being. Like, would you please remind me next week to do this? Sure. No problem. And yeah. So anyway, it's like one of those things, but so cool. Do you have any more on this or?
No, that is it.
Sweet.
That is Tool Time with Clayson.
We get to go back to your graphic, dude.
And from the Tool Time Institute, I wish you happy editing.
By the way, we are elated at the Tool Time Institute over your promotion.
The both of us are related at the Tool Time Institute.
That was just awesome stuff, man.
Thank
No,
you, Pete.
really, all these segments today. I have to tell you guys, we're at that sad time of the show where we got to close things out. But I have to say, and we're seeing it in the chat, and I'm sure those of you that are going to join us later in the archive, really great content today and some great stuff to chew on. I mean, I'm thinking about all the media and the news stuff we went through and on Snapchat and everything, and then what's popping, just very cool stuff around the Central Florida area and for Full Sail students. And, I can't believe that someone's job has now ruined my shopping, at least for the next week. And but great information there and good media. Oh my goodness, just a great story. So all of this stuff, tool time, and then just seeing this all come together with you students here is just, I know all of us are just, we had a great time today. So with that, that's about it. We are at that time of the week where we have to say so long, and so we will see you next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Thank you to John for engineering today too, and for Robert for getting all these students set up too with the audio. Everybody pitching in, you and our audience, great job today. And we will see you next Wednesday at 2 p.m. We are out of here.
Bye.
Boom.
See ya.